Hello everyone. So today we're actually going to be learning about a new book. It's called Bibleforce. The first here is Bible. It's actually pretty fun to read since it's kind of like a comic book. It just has like pictures and a little bit of reading, but the message is still there. Today we're going to be learning about the Garden of Eden. It's in Genesis 2, and if you want to read it in the Bible, you can find it there, the whole story, but this one's like just a comic book, so it just has like a brief telling of what happened. So it starts like this. How did God create humans? Well, let's stop and think for a second. So if we check ourselves, we see that we have skin, we have nails, we have bones, and we also have hair. Well, there's so much stuff to us. I'm not gonna go so deep into it because I'm not a scientist, so I really can't say much. Anyways, well, let's see. So he needed bones, so he was like, you know what? Let me cook us some bones. And then he was like, we also need skin for the people, you know, they can't be walking around looking like skeletons or something. So he put animal skins, and he was like, you know, there's a lot of animals out there, why not just use their skins and put them on them? Maybe they'll look good, you know. So imagine us going out there and be like, oh, look, I have my hand made of cheetah and my other hand of giraffe. But I'm just playing. No, he actually created man out of dust. So imagine how wonderful that was. How creative and how thoughtful and how much he had to actually do. Because like if we try to do it, like you put dust together and what comes out? Nothing. Like it just falls off. But he created men out of the dust. And the Lord breathed life into him, and the man lived. And well, honestly, he created perfect human beings. So Adam was perfect. You know, he was just there, bam. He was just beautiful perfection. And but seriously, the first man was called Adam and was created on his own image. So we're actually created to his own image, so we're beautiful. That's the point, and that's final. Anyways, let's go on with what actually happened. So then God planted a splendid garden called Eden. It was a wonderful place, a place of bounty and peace. So just let's stop and think for a second. Think about the most relaxing time you ever had. Could be on the beach, maybe on a cruise. Let's see, what else? Maybe I like a spa. That could be something else, right? Well, let's see. Think about your most relaxing place. Now think of a garden. Imagine how beautiful it would have been. Like you just full of nature, and there's animals everywhere, and everything's beautiful. But anyways, so then let's continue. God said, you are free to eat from any of the trees except this one, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you eat its fruit, you will die. Imagine how much he was like afraid of even being near that fruit. He was like, oh, what if I just like touch it and something happens? You know? Anyways, God saw that Adam was alone. He told Adam to name all the animals. Just by reading that, I'm like, oh no, I'll be so tired. Imagine like you having to name every single animal out there, and you're just like, I'm trying to name you kind of the same because y'all look the same, but yeah, not the same, and it's gonna be really hard for me to come up with so many names. But anyways, but imagine they would have been so cool too. So like imagine yourself being with like a bunch of people and they're like your friends or whatever, and like right there talking one day, and then someone comes up with a new topic to talk, and then they're like, oh, I just saw a horse out there in the house, and then you'll be like, oh really? And then he'll be like, yeah, he was just there outside. He was pretty friendly actually. And then Adam would be like, oh, how do you know what a horse looks like? And then he'll be like, oh, because it was outside my house and I know the name of the animals. And then the other friend would be like, oh, well, you know, I made him my pet, or he was around here, just, you know, he stayed forever. You know, you never know. Anyways, so let's say he says that, and then Adam will be like, oh really, can we see him? And then he'll be like, yeah, let me bring him over. And then he'll come up with a horse according to him, and then in reality it'll be another animal, and then Adam will be like, well, that one looks more like a dog. And then the other friend would be like, no it's not, it's a horse. And then Adam will be like, well, I actually named them, so I should know. And then the friend would be like, oh no, I don't think so. Anyways, so, and then Adam started naming the animals. He'll be like, this is a bird, cattle, the horse, and the dog. And then God saw that Adam was still alone and decided to make a companion for him. Oh, it must have been really sad. Imagine like everybody has a partner but you. Sounds like high school all over again. I'm just playing. So one night, as Adam slept, God took one of Adam's ribs